Hello and welcome to Reviews with Ryan, and today I'm going to be talking about the brand new Paramount Plus kids film, Rumble. This is directed by Hamish Grieve. This is his first film. I want to thank you guys for clicking on this video. If you like all kinds of movie content, consider subscribing to the channel, give the video a like, and comment if you're interested in seeing this brand new kids animation film. Now let's dive into my review. In a world where monster wrestling is a global sport, teenage Winnie seeks to coach a monster that is an underdog into a champion and follow her father's footsteps. The film stars Geraldine Viswanathan, Will Arnett, Stephen A. Smith, Terry Crews, Tony Danza, and guest appearances by wrestler Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch. The Rumble was supposed to come out last year, it was supposed to come out this upcoming year, and it was supposed to drop in theaters actually in February, and they moved it to Paramount Plus surprisingly about a couple weeks ago. And honestly, I think this was a good move because I honestly don't feel like this would have been a movie that really would have made much money. As far as my positives of this film, and there's really not a ton, is that the wrestling part of this can be pretty fun, especially the final match. That is pretty fun about the film. And then some of the character designs, they're really good. I really like how they design some of these characters, but the ones that are really designed very uniquely don't play any kind of role in the film. They are just designed very well, and they just have very small parts. Especially Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch, they have very small parts in this, and they really don't necessarily add a ton to the film. They're just kind of there for guest appearances. And as far as negatives for this film, it just feels very generic. The characters, they're very unlikable, and they feel very much like sandpaper. And then add in the fact with the animation, it's very inconsistent. I felt that the monsters that had the best animation, they are the ones that are not really in the film. And then there's some other inconsistencies on how the humans are kind of animated, and it just really wasn't very strong animation. And then you kind of add in the fact that there really is no life lesson in this film for kids. It is promoted by WWE, and they're really promoting wrestling hard in this. They promote SmackDown, they promote NXT, they have different superstars' music in this, and there's even a character that calls another character a jabroni. So that screams a WWE promotion to me, and really with that, it seems like when the movie kind of gets going and gets into a direction and get into the meat and potatoes of the movie, it just abruptly ends. And then by that time, you really just don't care about the characters. And then lastly, I wasn't necessarily a fan of the fact that they made these monsters a little bit like Pacific Rim. I felt that they could have did a better job of exploring the monster world and just exploring the fact of these monsters and diving into their world. And then the fact that there's this very weak message for kids of be yourself and not really kind of expanded on. It's just not really a good kids film. It's about as bad as The Addams Family that came out back in October. And I really can't recommend this film. I'm going to give a score of this film a 1.5 out of 5. I want to thank you guys for watching this review, and I'll see you guys on my next review.